friends, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to share with you a hoarding closet update. As you guys may or may not know, I have been on a no-buy for Bath & Body Works and Body Shop and really kind of anything that has to do with my body. I have not been buying products for them. I have been doing this since January and I have not done an update with you guys since then. So I recently sat down, counted all the stuff in my closet and updated my Google Doc, which I will post in the description box down below if you want to actually go look at it. I've been tracking on the Google Doc for, I want to say, I think it's been almost 2 years at this point. So you can kind of see like how my numbers have shifted and not shifted and all of that jazz. But anyways, I'm gonna go through each of my categories with you and talk to you about like where I've made changes, where I haven't made changes, and all of that jazz. So first category I have is hand soaps. I started out the year with 16 and now I am down to 12, which I'm really happy about. I feel like hand soaps just might be the category where I will get through my entire collection by the time December rolls around. We currently have 3 areas in my house that have hand soap. I have 2 bathrooms and then we have the kitchen. So that I think is where a lot of it goes for. And then also whenever I travel to Maine or really anywhere that I'm doing a checked suitcase, I bring hand soap with me, which I know sounds crazy, but I think that's also helped me continue to progress through my collection and I'm really happy with it, and the scents that I have I really like. So I think it'll carry me through really easily without being tempted. As for hand creams, no change there. I have one in the closet and it stayed there. I haven't used it yet. I'll probably pull it out in the fall because it's like a vanilla scent, like a pumpkin vanilla or something like that. So I feel like it will get used in the fall. For foot creams, I have been really bad about applying foot cream as of late, which is super bad because my feet do feel really dry, but I just don't want to put socks on this time of year after I shower, so I've been bad about it. So no change there. I had to in January and I still have to. As for shampoo, I was kind of a bad girl. I had done a haul that you guys probably saw a while back with Body Shop shampoos because they were doing a sale on it and I wanted to stock up because it's become like my holy grail shampoo as of late. So I had 7 in January and now I have 13. It's probably mostly being fueled by the fact that I'm not really using a lot of my before Body Shop shampoo, so like Pantene, Garnier, those ones I've not been using a lot of. I still can use drugstore brand conditioners and not have an issue, but as far as like the drugstore shampoos, it's been drying out my scalp. I'm hoping that with the summer months, if it ever gets warm here in New England, that will then I'll have more of like a oily type scalp, which I know it's weird to say, like I hope that happens, but I'd hope that would be the case. That way I can stop having to use just the Body Shop ones. I can start pulling those ones out and getting use out of them, because if this continues with my hair situation, if I run out of the Body Shop ones, I'm gonna have to keep buying those because I'm not gonna have a dry, itchy scalp. It's just not my idea of a good time. For conditioner, had 10, now I have 12. I'm gonna keep working through those. They might take me a while because I only condition like this half of my hair, but I'm not worried about it. For leave-in hair products, I had 7, now I have 6. That to me is a really big accomplishment because those can be really difficult for me to work through. So being down 1 is a huge victory and I can't wait to keep progressing. For hair serums or some kind of like hair care product that isn't just labeled as a leave-in, I had 5 in January and I still have 5. Haven't made a change in that, probably because this guy just won't go. It's holding on forever. So help me God if I ever buy a hair oil again or buy like backups, because they take forever to use. A category that I have gotten rid of since January is my gel or styling products for when I need to like do my hair like this. I don't feel compelled anymore to buy backups of that stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use one up and then buy one when I need one, which feels really good to be down an entire category. Another category that I'm completely done with is my flat iron sprays. I had one in my closet and I've since pulled that out and I'm using it. So once that's done, I will go ahead and just buy one when I need one and won't have to have any ones in my hoarding closet. So it feels really good to have 2 categories that I'm officially not going to have to include anymore. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a big accomplishment for me because ideally I would like to get my collection down to a point where, like with body care items, at the semi-annual sale time, I'll be depleted so that I can buy some, and then at the next sale be depleted and buy some more then. I'd like to get into that system, but I'm not in a place yet. I'm really hoping that through this year-long no-buy, I can get my collection down to that place, but we'll see. I'm really nervous. I know it sounds super stupid and first world problems, but the semi-annual sale season is coming around, and for like a good chunk of my adult life, I have gone to these sales, and I'm probably still gonna go and just look at like candles and look at pocket backs, because I'm definitely out of those in a way, but I don't know if I'll buy anything. I'll be really curious to see how it goes. I'm certainly not gonna buy body care, I promise you that. But I'm just being very curious to see what it's like to not be a part of those sales, really. Then for my travel sprays, I had one in January, still have one. It's like a watermelon scent or a lemonade scent, so I'll probably use that up this summer. For my full-size body sprays, I had 2, and now I'm down to 1. I'm really hoping to get those out of my collection and be done with these categories as well. For travel body wash, I had 1, now I have 2. That's again because of the free coupons. I'm never gonna pass up a free item if it comes my way, so I will probably go through that. For my full-size body washes, I'm very happy to report that I had 30, now I have 26. My progress is a little bit slower now that it's just me living here. When I had a female roommate last year, we would cruise through those, but I'm happy to report that the ones that I have left are this packaging. I don't have any more of the ones prior to this packaging shift, which means that they're pretty much from 2014 and beyond, which I'm happy with. I'd really like to work through some of my older ones, and I'm trying to also bring in any of my like larger containers that are drugstore based, because those are probably double the size of these. So if I can work through some of those, it'll mean that my progress will be even quicker once I'm using just Bath & Body Works ones. For travel lotion, no change there. I had 4 in January, I have 4 now. My full-size body lotions, again, no change here. Had 27 in January, and now I have 27 still. That's a category I'm not gonna work on really until the summer months, because I've been working on body cream since my body seems to be needing more moisturization, needs a thicker cream. I've talked about this issue before, where I feel like this category of 27 is going to take me eons to get through, because my body is requiring more and heavier lotion, to be quite frank. For my winter body lotions, I'm really happy to announce that I had 15, and now I'm down to 12. And I have been cruising through these. The ones that I'm down to now, I have a couple left from 2014, and then the rest are from like 2016, basically. I'm really happy with that. I would really, honest to God, love to get through all 12 of those by December, but I'm not sure that I will be able to. I don't know at what point in the summer my body will say these are too much, and to move back down to lotion. Normally that's already happened by this point, but our spring has been much cooler. So I've been using these still, so I'm just curious. I'm gonna keep riding the train to see how far I can get on these before my skin officially says like, no more, I need you to go down to a little bit less of a moisturizer. As for body scrubs, I honestly didn't know this was a thing, but I had 23 in January, and now I still have 23. I think that I've been sort of lax on my body scrubs, and I've made some purchases, and that can't happen anymore. I have got to get through those. That is just too many for me to have. I'd really like to cut that number in half between now and December, but we'll see. I feel like I've used a lot more than that, but the numbers don't lie. As for makeup removers, I had 7 in January, now I have 6. My issue with makeup removers is just that essentially the ones that I have left in packages don't really remove my makeup very well, so I've kind of just left them there while I work on other things. So I feel like eventually at some point I'll either use them up either by wiping off swatches or by combining them with some other type of makeup remover and getting them used up in that way. But it's kind of a pain in the butt. I wish that they were able to be used effectively, because they're just sort of sitting there right now. As for face wash, I had 6 in January, and now I have 7. That is because of samples. I count even like deluxe size samples under that category, because they can take super long to use. They may as well be a full size. So I just count them all together. So I'm up 1, but I've recently been on like a use up my skincare kick lately. So I feel like I'll definitely get that number down by my next update. For face moisturizers, I had 9, now I have 8. Again, I have been working through using up deluxe size samples because I do count them all together as the same umbrella. So I definitely feel like that number will be down and gone very soon because I've just been using pot after pot, it seems. For base toners and serums, I had 7, now I'm down to 3. I really spent some time focusing on using those up because they were just kind of sitting there, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really love toners. I don't really get their purpose. I haven't seen the greatest effects of a toner. So I don't know if it's because I'm not using the right one or my skin doesn't really need it. I don't know, but I'm not convinced that I'll probably use toner after I am going through what's in my closet. For hair masks, I had 4, now I have 3. I'll keep working through those. I use them every single week, so I'm not super concerned. For tanning products, this is a new category. I had 4 in January and I still have 4. I'm not worried about that. I will get them used up this summer. I purchased some of them, so I'm like actually gonna go ahead and pursue it. I'm really curious to see how it goes. As far as exfoliant goes, I had 2 in January and now I have 4. Again, that's because of getting some samples that I've just lumped together. But I feel like once I get through the ones that currently are in my shower, I have like 3 or 4 different exfoliators. It's super obnoxious, I know, that I've almost worked through, but I kind of was like ADD based where I was like, I'll try this one, I'm like, I'll try this one. And it's like, just focus on one and use it. So once I do that, I'll be able to start working through them really effectively. So in total, I have used up 21 products since January, which I really like looking at it as that number because that seems like a good amount. And in total, I have 183 items sitting in my closet, which is still insane. Like, it's just insane in general. But overall, like, I'm happy I'm keeping track of these numbers because it really gives me perspective and it really helps me keep track of what I'm doing and when I'm not using. It keeps me motivated to see those numbers decrease. And eventually I'm gonna have to move out of this apartment. It's not gonna be anytime soon, but when that point in time does come, I really don't wanna have to have boxes upon boxes of body care items to move out with me. So that's also like in my distant future that I'm thinking of and working towards. But all in all, I'm gonna keep working through this. I'm going to try really hard to stick to purchasing nothing, not even a candle during the semi-annual sale. I know I won't buy any body care items because I honest to God don't need any and I just don't want to acquire any, but I might be tempted in another realm. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this. If you're doing something like this, how your progress is going, and just in general, let me know what's going on in your life, and I will talk to you in my next video real soon. Bye.